Right, so yes, you have a Temple of Talavat, and currently you're in a giant hall. You were talking to a priest. Sadly, we had to quickly stop because Thiveron suddenly saw like somebody throw a stick and he ran off.
Yeah.
There was a squirrel that ran by. It's fine.
Squirrel. But now we're all back. We're all back together.
Not quite. We're still missing our bot that decided, you know what? I'm gonna stand over here and read my scripture.
That's where he's gonna be for the whole.
He is very interested in all these temples. He's having a tour of the religion district currently. No, he may be back. But yes, currently you were talking to a priest, and he goes, and you were speaking about your master.
Yes, Algarian. He was on the Idari recently, apparently.
Ah, I see. Well, you said before that he visited his room?
I believe so, yes.
Strange. He has not been reported in several years.
I actually just spoke with a shop owner that he frequented, and he said he saw him within the last month or two.
Long pilgrimages are not unknown to us, but I feel like it would be fine to allow you to see his room. After all, we know that you are related to him in some way.
T-Ron's gonna nod, and I'm gonna assume that I know my way to that room.
You've probably been there a few times. After all, you've probably been in the temple quite a few times.
Yeah.
He's gonna gesture along and say, "You all may go with him if you desire."
Prava just kind of looks at Thiveron, kind of letting him take the lead. Like, is this something you want to do alone, or do you want backup?
He just looks at you all, and he doesn't say no, but then he starts walking toward the room.
Alright, Prava shrugs and follows.
Aiden's totally on board. He loves going through people's personal stuff. After all, he takes care of like 20 kids. He has to check for contraband all the time.
Kuzon's like, I'm gonna stay here. And he looks around this corner and sees Ataika's missing. And then he looks back. He's like, oh, for fuck. And then you can run.
He's got no muscle.
It's like, how does that machine keep walking off without anyone noticing? It's so weird.
In the meantime, we hear in the distance, oh, that's so Deus Vote. I gotta take a picture with that.
So, currently you're walking down the corridor. Let's see, I gotta check something quickly because...
Suddenly ambushed by ninjas.
I need to know if you guys have passive perception.
Yes.
I believe that's a thing.
So I make a perception check.
Is my Pathfinder 2E polluting your mind? I don't think there is a Pathfinder.
Yeah, it was polluting my mind. I apologize. We were playing 2E yesterday, and the mechanics are slightly different, but also a lot the same. So yes, I guess.
Sorry.
So there's no passive Starfinder?
No, I don't believe so.
That seems like a weird thing. Why would there not be? I mean,
Well, you can always you're the GM. You use whatever rules you fucking want, you know. But
I think I'll just use your base thing. 1, 2, 3.
it's one of the things I like about 5e and 5e and Pathfinder 2e though is having that passive perception DCs.
yeah. Especially if you get the alert feat. Oh my god, nothing surprises you. I love that.
Well, as you're walking down, you do see a few people in Talavat robes. They're very intricate. Some have long strips of cloth with letters and stories written across it as they walk past you, giving a bow. Some are walking the same way as you slowly go towards the chambers where everybody lives. You wouldn't call it exactly a living space, more like a prayer space than anything. Like their own little prayer cubicles. And soon enough you find your masters. A curtain is drawn across the space.
Thiveron is just going to prepare himself mentally and fight back like a nervous shiver. And then he's going to very deliberately pull the curtain back.
As you pull the curtain back, you see a room covered in items of personal importance to your master, but there doesn't seem to be anyone here. Though it does seem to be recently disturbed in some way. There are things scattered across the ground as if pushed off a table. There are drawers open, searched through, and, well, now empty. There is also something new. At the back of a room, placed on the pedestal where you would normally pray. It's almost exactly like your prayer space. You can see a cylindrical tube of some kind laying on the altar.
There's what on the altar?
Some sort of cylindrical tube. Seems like it's etched.
Can I read it?
Are you going to go up to it and pick it up?
Just as we like approach the room, just Kuzon just blurts out, just like, "Boy, what a mess!"
Thiveron ignores him.
Shit. Yes. So as you pick it up, you can see writing across the outer side of it. It does seem to be recognizable, but it's simply just symbols meaning stuff like life, story. Basically, the tube itself seems, well, it's more or less very light stone in your hand, almost twice as big as your palm. But it doesn't seem anything until you start feeling something from it, like some sort of pull.
I am going to cast Identify, because this seems magical.
You cast Identify.
So that is... Where'd it go?
Right. So let me read that a second.
Mysticism.
Okay.
So a 36 with my plus 10 bonus.
Nice. As you're looking over the object, you feel around it, you phase some magic through it, pulling on the weave, and as you do, you start to feel exactly what this object is. It may be simple, but it's a very old Talavat device. Nowadays, you use things like, for instance, recording software and all new technical terms, but this object is something that you carry with you and imprint your story onto the object.
That's
Thiveron's gonna put that back in his bag, thinking that that will be useful not only for his own use, but to see what types of stories that his master might have recorded on that. Then I'm going to take a perception check to see if there's anything else less noticeable.
Yes, you may, and others may make a perception check as well, even if you're outside the room.
Kuzon would like invite himself in and start poking around for sure.
Prava's standing outside the room just taking pictures of like the temple around. Kind of giving them their space.
Thiveron will look at Kuzon as he's poking around as well and just say, "Please ensure you be respectful. This is the sanctum of a holy man."
I roll that once, and Kuzon just like picks up like one loose piece of paper off the ground that like has nothing on it, and it's just like, "What does this say?"
By the way,
It's written in common, but can't read it.
As Thiveron says, to be respectful, and this is, the place for a holy man. I want Aiden to go through his underwear and sock drawer, because that's usually where you hide the good shit. And if he doesn't find anything, he's just tossing underwear around.
What? Does that feel so bad for Thiveron? It's just a bunch of children who just introduce themselves to the room.
So yeah, do you want to
that's
make a
dark.
perception then, Aiden?
Okay, let's see if I manage to find the good stuff. Oh,
Oh.
is there anything hidden inside the sock and underwear drawer?
As you're looking through the sock and underwear drawer, you just tip it out. It's like no. You stand up, and above the drawer, you see this sort of plaque with two little levers on it, holding what appears to be I've never saw a sinner, but it's very baton-like. It's just laid across it, and it catches your eyes and says some sort of small glowing symbols in it.
Hey, Thiveron, what's this?
Can I take a mysticism to identify it?
Yes, you may.
17.
Right. You would probably know this. Let me read it. Essentially, it is a very custom staff of some kind, folded away. Essentially, if you want to know, it's essentially a shadow staff, but instead in the vein of Talavat. Very custom. Your master must have made it for himself or gifted to him. Instead of cold, it deals radiant damage. Radiant? That's weird. Yeah.
Okay. I'll just look at him and say, that's a very powerfully enchanted staff. You should let me see that.
I hand it over to Thiveron. And then I closed the drawer with the underwear and the socks because I didn't find anything else.
Nah, you found about 1 credit that was slipped, just fell between the gap though.
Huh. I'm gonna put it in one of the socks for safekeeping. It is his money, I'm not a thief.
You just wanted to see.
I just wanted to see. Again, I take care of 20 kids, I need to check for contraband.
Mm-hmm. I understand.
And by that I mean candy. They're too young for other things.
I'm assuming that's like a lesser Talavedian shadow staff.
Yes,
Not
essentially
standard.
it's yeah. Basically it's Talavat staff lesser. And instead of cold it deals, radiant basically. Radiant.
Okay.
By the way, as you're looking at the staff and extending it out and the like, you do hear a small, what sounds like chains suddenly slam against a wall just outside the room. Prava, as you were taking pictures, you hear it behind you, and as you look behind you, you don't see anyone there, but you see a symbol.
Ew.
Oh, this is ominous.
Oh, mysticism check. I know what that is. Meta. That ain't good.
I don't know, man. Every skull that's covered in blood and chains probably ain't a good thing.
That was bad.
I don't need to tell you that's bad.
Sorry,
That
I can
looks
make
kind
What is the symbol of this evil deity that's well known?
Yeah, I'm gonna say that even with 10, I'm definitely gonna decrease the DC for it, since these are probably one of the more well-known symbols.
Okay, so Zonkathan is essentially the evil deity of suffering. He's not nice. He likes to destroy and degrade. He's not a nice dude. His worshippers are masochists, sadists, murderers, torturers, slaves, quack doctors, and those driven to madness by sorrow. They try to embody cruelty, jealousy, and nihilism by constantly inflicting pain, whether to others or themselves. His temples are literally torture chambers, and his rites also always involve pain and self-mutilation.
So they're masochists.
And his nickname is the Midnight Lord, so the Edge Lord.
I don't understand why nihilist has to be part of the evil philosophy, but all right.
Are you taking this personally, Prava?
So
Alex is taking this personally.
upon seeing this symbol, Thiveron just gonna say, he's gonna make some holy hand gesture in the name of Talavet and say, I'm sorry, but I believe that I have placed you all in great danger.
Yeah, that shouldn't be here, right? That's not one of your people.
No, this is
Don't worry, guys. I'll fix it.
his voice just trails off, and he goes to get one of the other monks.
After all, and as he's talking, you can hear what sounds like a voice of almost a scream down the hallway.
I draw my spear and I run toward the screen. Thiveron is on high alert.
Hold that thought.
He's like, okay. And as you all running down, you can see like one of the priestesses like standing up, rubbing her hair, like, what's that for?
Thiveron is just gonna be confused and say, "Are you all right?"
Yeah, somebody I didn't recognize. He looked weird. He ran down there. He was looking down the hallway. I was like suspicious, like.
Do I sense anybody running, like with?
You
with my
can,
sense of
even
hearing?
with your hearing, you can hear somebody running currently.
I'm going to chase,
Thiveron,
even though
which way?
I'm not. I'm going to point in the direction from where I can hear running.
And as soon as he points, my current speed is 240 feet.
Nice.
Remember, though, I think whoever you have running away from us, a regular run action multiplies your movement by 6. Aiden just doesn't become flat-footed while doing it.
As you are currently running down the hallway, you see the figure as you slide to stop down the hallway to carry on. You can see his figure's robe fluttering back as almost like bound skin and black leather is exposed as he suddenly leaps off the balcony.
I jump after him.
As you jump after him, you can see as you're already in midair, you can see him like getting into one of the vehicles. He's getting into one of the hover vehicles that are currently parked outside of the temple.
Are
sliding
there
up.
any other vehicles around that are currently either not in use or somebody's just sitting there with the car keys on?
There are some vehicles around, yes.
But I'm assuming they're probably shut off, so no keys or anything, right?
No keys.
In that case, I'm gonna try and run forward and see if I can't stop him before he takes off with his vehicle.
Right, so hang on a minute, let me check the speed. Okay, so as he's starting to take off, you're running after him and you're keeping pace quite well as you're... This is like a T-1000 style as you're running after him, but the vehicle's slowly pulling away from you as it picks up speed. By this point, the others, you have reached the balcony that Aiden jumped out of. It's about a floor up, and you can see who he's chasing now. The car's pulling away.
I turn to Prava and say, "Prava, record that car."
Probably already has his camera rolling when he says that.
I'm just Kuzon's like, you see his eyes go from it. I'm gonna spot a vehicle that looks unattended.
There are quite a few. There's there's like a family vehicle. There's a vehicle with 6 seats. There's a vehicle with 4 seats.
Please tell us we get the mom van.
I mean, there's 4 of us, 4-seaters.
You see Kuzon just like look at Thiveron. It's like, you're gonna have to prepare the IOU, and I'm gonna start sliding down, like using my climb speed, just sliding down the wall towards one of these.
Oh, I bet that looks epic. Just gliding down.
Thiveron, panting very heavily, says, "All right," and then I get into the other seat.
I'm gonna try to hotwire this baby. I assume it doesn't have keys.
All right. Yes, you may roll engineering if you're hot wiring it.
So this is like does it have like a thruster or like an exhaust on it, like a visible? Probably might take like a pot shot at the vehicle as it's rising up.
It does. It does have like hover plates under it. If you wish to take a pot shot at one of those. It's quite a ways away by this point, though. It's around about 150 feet.
Okay. I'm just gonna take one pot shot just in case. Prava's also doing it while running and while filming, so like I probably not a very good pot shot. But let's see.
Right, I have to. Right, so essentially it was like, and as it flies over, you see it like your shot ting off of the vehicle, as Aiden's still trying to chase after it, and now as you start the car, it roars to life and lifts off the ground. Do you all jump in?
Hell yeah.
Thiveron was already getting in. He
Alright,
does not feel bad.
As you two are in, you set on off. Do you pick up Aiden on the way? Do you even slow down?
I need somebody else to cab the wheel.
Thiveron says, "Don't look at me."
Oh, okay. I don't know if I can do this at the same time. I know what I guess I'll pilot it for now. I'll hop in the driver's seat and I'll.
It is quite easy to change seats.
Yeah, I guess especially for me since I can like scoot on people's laps and stuff.
If you fly over Aiden, I'll like reach out and grab.
I want to imagine too that like the car was designed for somebody with like legs longer than Kuzon. So part of my hot wiring is I like pulled some of the cabling and like plugged it into my arm so I can control like the gas and everything like that without using a foot pedal.
Oh, now we're gonna get to
Vehicle chases.
yes. It's time to use what's called a vehicle chase mechanic.
I'll pull up towards Aiden. Like I won't drive off without him.
If you guys contact me on the radio that you're coming, Aiden's just gonna scream, "Just keep going! Don't slow down!"
We don't warn you that we're coming. What we're gonna do is we're gonna fly over, and Prava's gonna telepathically reach out to you, like,
I
look out.
cannot wait for Aiden's plan to be to jump into the car as it goes by, but he critically fails and gets run over.
I never miss. I thought you'd know this by now, Thiveron. I never miss.
No, Aiden, don't. I didn't tell your future yet. I can't guarantee that for you.
Oh my god, we're chasing a skull. That can't be good.
Right, now this is gonna be fun because these are new mechanics that we're gonna be using. Right, so currently you are driving around the Temple of Talarat. You're basically turning corner of the temple. You can see people below like holding their heads up as you're definitely not in the standard driving lanes up high above the temple. It's a rather wide open space in comparison. Basically,
I want to imagine just like Kuzon like does a close call and like nearly bash into somebody, just screams out the window, "Sorry, I'm a tourist!"
I'm a tourist, oh god.
I want to have you know that I just retched from my gut.
Right. So, yes, essentially there's pirate actions and you got all these here. You chase progress. If you get into the same zone as another vehicle, you can essentially be engaged with them and then people can, well, jump on board or do any number of things.
Gotcha. I guess for now, I'll get into the driver's seat so I can catch up to them, and then I'm probably gonna do something else.
Mm-hmm.
I got something for this, and I wonder if it makes a difference or not.
What?
Recalibrate Engine, baby.
What does it give?
It's a full action. You touch the vehicle's engine with your custom rating to get more or less power out of it for 1 minute per mechanic level. Gains plus 10 foot enhancement bonus, speed plus 50 feet enhancement bonus to its full speed. So basically, like, I make it slightly harder to drive, but I boost its speed is the idea. It reduces its piloting rating by 2, but like gives a plus 50 speed to its max speed and everything like that.
Oh, hang on, I gotta check the speed. I think that means that you can basically control the distance of where you get in.
You guys are just watching Kuzon like voiding the hell out of this vehicle's warranty.
So yeah, I guess I'm gonna start off by, since they're flying above me, I'm gonna make use of my jet dash because it doubles my jumping speed as well, and I'm gonna try to leap on top to where they are, so we can catch up.
Alright, so Kuzon is... Okay, so Kuzon is one driving and you're getting on top with your rifle, are you?
Yeah, for now I'm gonna jump on top. I'm gonna leave the wheel to Kuzon.
Nice.
And Thiveron is just going to say, "Get me close."
I'm gonna use a piloting check to like start out.
Yep, you have to roll a piloting check for your initiative.
Nice.
I rolled a 21.
Oh wow, let's see what he rolls. I shall show it on screen. 20 plus
Nice.
17. So he's behind Behind your initiative. Oh god. Oh no. Right. So we have the initiative order. I shall put the rules over here. Each pilot selects their pilot action and attempts any needed checks outside of a normal character initiative count. So, select your pilot action. What are you going to do?
So, in order to engage, do I have to be right up next to them, or is engaging just mean like I'm lining our ship up with theirs?
You have to be in the same area as them. So in other words, you have to outpace them.
Speed up.
I'm going to speed up. What? Oh, nat one. No.
Oh, ha ha. Oh, ho, ho. Oh, ho, ha, ha. Right.
Thiveron's is like, I told you to get me close, not drop back.
As you,
I'm sorry, I'm not. It's like this granny piece of equipment's faulty.
yeah, as you pull on to speed up, your modifications we start heating up the engine. You could just, and it misfires as you drop back a little. Okay, so yeah, but the thing is, he barely made the check, so I had to check if he actually made it. Right, so you're moving back one space. There's a space between you now, as he has kept himself. He's kept his pace, so he's driving a little carefully as he's driving through.
So, where am I right now, Ash?
You are currently on top of a vehicle.
Oh, I managed to
you
jump
mean-
in. I didn't even have to make a roll.
They said they slowed down and picked you up.
Ah, okay.
Yeah.
I wouldn't have like picked up speed because that probably would have killed you.
As I'm on, so this much space, about how many feet is that? Because my sniper has a range of 250.
Each zone is considered to be 50 feet apart.
So
Oh, no,
I have his
wait,
range.
That's if you're in the same zone, you're 50
Oh, yeah,
feet apart until you're engaged.
Vehicles one zone apart is 200 feet, so you're currently 200 feet apart, I believe.
Perfect. That
Well,
means I'm within range.
400 because we're two zones back.
Oh, that counts as a zone? Okay, so it's
Yeah.
1, 2. Okay, so it's 400 feet.
Yeah, if we were right here, it'd be 50 feet. If we were engaged, we'd be adjacent.
So I'm basically
Right here would be
taking
200, 400.
1 increment penalty if I take careful aim, right? So that would be a -2 to my ability to hit him with a sniper.
Yes.
I'll still take that shot. So Aiden is lying on top of the car and aiming down his sights. He actually takes off his glasses so he can take the shot better. So I'm just gonna roll the shot and take a -2.
Yes, this is the third phase of a combat. Anybody sitting in the vehicle may take their checks, and even pilots if they have remaining actions. For instance, this was like a normal action to, pilot the thing, but it's totally possible that you could use, if you have a bonus action attack, you could still use it.
Just so you know, Ash, I'm aiming to either disable the vehicle as Prava was trying, or I'm trying to aim for the gas tank. Like, this is not a fucking Hollywood movie. I'm assuming the car's not gonna fucking blow up, but maybe I can make it, leak its fuel, and that can work in our favor as well.
Alright, so you're trying to damage a vehicle.
Yeah,
Okay,
basically
you may
try and
make a
slow it
check.
down. That's
Let's see,
15. No, wait, that's
And
a
it's-
14. 14.
Oh, 13, and it's kinetic, right?
Yeah.
Oh, so close. So, if you didn't have that -2, you probably would have hit. As the round, you can see that you were just at the wrong angle as he shifts his weight and it just ricochets off into the desert. Just.
I'm gonna slam my fist hard on the roof of the car. Kuzon, keep it steady! And I start reloading.
Is there like because I have an action, can I like try to stabilize the engine of this bastard? Or is that just like a flavor thing that you were talking about?
No, that was just a flavor thing.
Oh no, yeah, that was just a flavor thing to denote why you went backwards.
Okay.
Yeah. If there's anything anyone's confused about, make sure to tell me, because then I can explain, and this will be a lot more fun for it. So yes, this is only a 3-phase thing each time. So now there's going back up to the top with pilot actions. However, now I'm going to introduce something. these are called hazards. As the guy has now turned around. In fact, I'm going to do it on the map here. I'm going to be controlling your token for a second.
How dare you?
Essentially, he's come around and he's heading into the city area here. And currently, the hazard that is being introduced is called split routes. One is a hypertube, and one is surface streets. Another is basically a construction site.
Okay.
If you want me to read it, 1 second. You may pick one of the routes. For instance, the hypertube will get +4 to piloting to speed up, but -2 to other piloting checks. Surface street is -1 to your stuff due to the crowded streets, but that's also -1 to him. You can either do a pilot action, I believe, to actually force him into a lane if you want.
Okay.
Let me see.
I think we need to go through the hypertubes.
Yeah,
I need
speed us up, Kuzon. Get us there.
1 second. There is also the construction site, which is +2 to piloting due to the lack of buildings in your way to keep pace, or a +2 to trick.
I don't think we can trick though since we're behind.
Yeah, we need to speed up, Kuzon. Get us in there.
Yeah, I'll like, and at this point, like, is basically what I've done to control this thing is I have like some of the wires pulled out of the dashboard and like wrapped around and wired into my mechanical arm to like control the throttle, and then I just like it just like sparking in my hand as I turn the wheel and edge us toward the speed tubes there, and I'm gonna try to catch us up.
Alright then, and this guy is going to take the surface street since I'm not confident in his piloting skill to go through the construction site. So, you wish to speed up?
Yep, +4.
Yeah, try again. So that's +4, right?
Yep.
+4, yes.
Fine.
Oh.
I'm assuming since we're speeding up, it's getting dangerous to be on top, so one of my hands, I'm just gonna bury my claws into the fucking roof of the vehicle.
You move forward a zone immediately, so you're already here, even before the second phase. As you go, you basically rocket up above the streets and enter one of the hypertubes, rocketing forward as you chasing this guy through the streets. As you can see him weaving in and out, and he is going to... 1 moment. Okay.
No, he's not. He slows down.
Yeah, he... hang on. There is no minus to it, but he does not move forward since he tried to evade you. So, essentially, during the second phase, as you suddenly go flying out of the hypertube, probably you just see like this piece of glass just having folded down, being about to be replaced, and you just suddenly fly through the gap, diving down to the street level below, as now you are currently on the exact same position together.
Oh yeah.
As you have moved forward, as the speed up action actually allows you to move forward even if you fail. And you're both side by side now. You can see as you come on down, the guy looks towards the side, and you can see his face bound in leather and spikes.
Okay, Thiveron wants to cast a spell now.
Yep, it is now the combat phase.
I am going to... Yep.
Oh, nice.
So I put this 20-foot radius of darkened light in front of his car, so it makes it very difficult for him to see anything in front of it.
And how far
Oh,
away
I would
from the
definitely give
sky
him
are we?
minus that.
50 feet now.
You're currently 50 feet, basically driving side by side each other, weaving in and out of buildings. You're currently flying through what's known as the red corridors.
So if DJ takes the engage action, though, we'll be close enough that we can like basically.
Yeah. So I'd have
If you
to-
engage, basically you slam the vehicles together, like.
Yeah, then we're adjacent if you engage.
Mm-hmm.
So how
What I want
close?
to do is
What's the range between us right now?
The range between 50 feet.
50 feet.
Yes.
Yeah, no, it's still a bit too much. I don't want to risk it. So I'm gonna use my sniper rifle and see if I can't take another pot shot and disable the vehicle. 18.
This is what your sniper's designed for.
16
18.
physical damage.
Yep, 16 physical damage, decreased by the hardness of 5. Is still, fuck me.
Oh yeah, this is the big boy weapon.
Still 11. So, yeah, currently, 1 second, I gotta input his health. Minus 11. Yeah, so basically, you can see the round suddenly impale through the back of his vehicle, and you can see the gas tank starting to leak as it just starts filtering out the back as it rocks back and forth. The guy is not having a very good time trying to keep his vehicle steady.
For my move action, I'm going to reload my sniper rifle and put it away, and then I'm gonna get up to a kneeling position and scream to Kuzon, closer, closer, Kuzon, get me in there.
Right, anybody else wants to do anything? Because Prava, you haven't gone yet.
Yeah, we're too far away from what I want to do, so I guess I'll just take a pot shot with my...
Sadly,
my grappling hook.
as you suddenly fire out from Moat, you can see another vehicle passes by just in time as it slams into that vehicle. The guy does not look pleased as he gets a bolt of ice into the side of his vehicle.
Oh, I was using the fire one. So...
Oh, the fire one. Okay, he gets a bolt of fire into his side as it's like, you ruined my paint job, you son of a...
I'm
Is that-
sorry.
I can't use a long arms, I assume, right? Probably not if I'm driving.
Long arm? No.
Yeah, I don't.
I mean, you can take your hands off the wheel if you want.
No, I'm
You
not.
can have the thing, and it does have auto control, but then again, that doesn't really.
I think I've successfully interfered with anybody's ability to control this vehicle except me. So, what I will do, I guess overload doesn't do anything for me in this situation, does it? You can cause a short electronic device, including most range energy.
Remember, you have a move action and a bonus action.
Yeah, I will use my... I don't know if this makes a difference. I'll use my move action to target it with my exocortex. Like, you see, the goggles kind of, come from the back of his head over his eyes, and I'm gonna lock onto this fucker. I don't know if that makes a difference mechanically, but it's cool.
Yeah, so your eye things come down in the darkness of the tunnels, and you see your eyes start to just glow from the goggles,
Actually, since we're this close, if I use my exocortex, can I pick up if this guy's putting out any kind of, radio signal or anything like that? Or, try to identify, a license plate number or anything like that? Can I use my action to, try to identify this fuck?
You could identify the vehicle, though it does look stolen, given that he's ripped out the console.
Oh, okay.
As for him, he is giving out some sort of signal.
All right, yeah. So I'll just that's all I'm doing, I guess. I'll just be I'll be getting ready to engage.
Right. So yes, you have next pilot action. However, there is now another hazard. As you can hear that the police have already started to chase you. As you can see drones starting to float quite a ways behind you now, but the doors to the red corridors are slowly starting to close.
What are we gonna do? We're in a car chase through a residential district with a stolen vehicle. We're gonna go to jail for the rest of our lives.
I'm gonna look to Kuzon and say, we're in the red corridors. It doesn't matter here.
I don't know what any of that means, but Kuzon's flying the car.
I'm gonna slam my fist into the roof again. Kuzon, closer! Get me to that fucker!
Okay. So, the doors are closing in front of us. I assume that, I guess
if you want to speed up, because you need to be at least an extra point ahead Or if you want to keep pace with him, then it would probably damage both your vehicles, but you would make it through where you are now, barely.
So I'm ahead of initiative, so I don't. If he speeds up and I engage, does that mean that he gets ahead of me?
No, he would need to disengage in order to first
I see.
do anything.
Yeah, so I'll engage him. I just wanted to make sure I understood how that works since I was ahead of him in the initiative. I'm gonna engage this fuck.
19. Its defense is... Yep, you have... As you're driving along and he's attempting to slowly pull ahead, your vehicle suddenly slams into the side of his, and he rocks back and forth as you're both heading towards the doors. 1 second, I am, since you took that action... Indeed. Actually, it's the same as his piloting roll, so I'll just do this. I'm going to suspect that 12... Does 12 hit your AC? Nope. But it does hit his, and his damage is... This should be fun. Six. Oh, his vehicle's not looking very good. It's bashed up as you both just make it through the closing doors of a red corridor. Your paint being scraped barely, but he had a much rougher smash. But you're just keeping you engaged as you fly out back into the Adari, into the residential districts just behind the Soladat. And
Thiveron then says, "Now it matters."
now we're outside. Now it matters. Aha!
Ash, keep in mind he is blind as a bat because Thiveron casted, that thing in front of him.
Yeah, I'm gonna give him a -2 for that. Wait a minute. DC is 5. Right. So essentially, as you guys are going, keep on going, he is going to attempt to essentially speed up. But I'm not going to say that's actually a thing he can do, since he needs a break disengagement. But essentially, you guys are just going faster and faster through this area.
Gotcha. So since Kuzon engaged him, is he close enough for me to jump into his car?
Yes, he is currently literally next to you.
Perfect, and I already put my sniper away because I was ready for this. As soon as Kuzon slams into him, I'm immediately gonna leap into his car, and you did say he's a convertible, so I just land on the shotgun seat next to him, and I say, "Sup?" And then I immediately grab him by the back of his head and slam his face into the steering wheel.
Right, so make a melee attack or your CQC attack.
Yep, I am gonna do this as a trick attack, so that's 35. I'm assuming that's gonna hit.
Yep. He gets -2 to checks, doesn't he, as well?
Yeah, from now on he's gonna get a -2 to all the checks he does. Give me a sec.
Alright, so essentially...
1d8, so that's 4 plus another 4, so 8 damage in total as I slam his head.
Alright, so you're slamming, you smack his face against the thing. Let me see. Does anybody else want to do anything as well?
I mean, not now that Aiden's jumped into his car, no.
Thiveron?
Is he still conscious?
Yes. Actually, he seems to be laughing.
All right then. Make a will save.
25.
Holy shit!
The pain is exquisite.
Oh, well, he still takes 8 points of damage.
Mm-hmm. And now I have to do something
He
else.
said his vehicle was looking pretty rickety.
We'll throw you behind us to distract the police.
Prava bomb, go!
No, I think I'm good.
It's a Prava bang grenade.
So my gun starts billowing out fire, and I'm gonna take a shot at the guy in the seat.
Go ahead. That does hit 4 damage, so that's a total of. Yeah, he's right. He looks rather hurt, but he doesn't seem any less down for it. But sadly, that does give him another minus. So that pirating check I did on a whim now goes below 0. Aiden,
Yes.
I need you to make a small save here.
Is this like a reflex save to bail out of the car?
You can either make a fortitude save to stay in the car, or a reflex save to dive out of the car, as now he is literally dive bombing it into the area.
Wait, he's trying to suicide?
You don't think it's on purpose. After all, you slammed his head into the thing. He was blinded by darkness, then shot with fire, and then Kuzon's been slamming into his side. He's just.
Can I try to wrestle the wheel from him and do something, or is the car way too far gone?
It's way too fucking far gone.
Well, in
he
that
went below
case,
0. I'm not sure how far gone it can go, to be honest.
in that case, I'm gonna make a reflex check to get the fuck out of dodge, because there's no way my fortitude's gonna be able to tank that.
We got out of the town, right? We got. we're like,
I'm gonna reflex this bitch.
So is his vehicle straight up like crashing?
Yes.
Oh.
By the way,
Get him.
as I'm diving out of the vehicle, I'm gonna scream, "You guys went too far!"
So you're gonna dive into war or something. So I'm gonna say.
You did say we're outside, so I don't know if we're close enough to the lakes. If I see a lake, I'm diving for a lake. If not, I'm gonna dive for some trees or something.
You take 5 damage on your fall, because I'm going to say that you literally waited until the opportune moment to dive out of 500-foot going car at right towards the ground. You just made it and basically landed inside of a pool just to save yourself.
Are the cops still chasing us, by the way? Or...
You do hear them off in the distance, but apparently the closing of that door kind of cut them off from you.
I thought the chase was over. Why are we immediately going into even more intense music?
Because, Aiden,
like
I'm...
a totally chill place we ruined.
There you go. Aiden, you're in the pool.
I'm in the pool! And I'm a little bit
Yes,
ticked off because this shouldn't have happened like this, guys. This wasn't how it was supposed to shake down. There we go, I took 5 damage.
This guy is currently crawling off. You can see his burning vehicle basically back that way. Aiden jumped out and was still going forward a lot, so he skidded like a skipping stone across one of these.
Which means that I should probably be here.
Yes. 1 second, I'll move him towards the correct area. And you guys may place yourselves anywhere within this square.
I'll pull us over. And I'm just gonna look at Aiden and just like, oh, that was graceful.
When we're done here, Kuzon, I'm gonna have to teach you how to drive.
Well, I aced that.
You did rather well. Oh, Prava, you're still hurt. Did you?
Yeah, no, I fixed that.
Oh, I saw I was hurt too. I'm like, all right, I didn't heal
Yeah.
up from the last time we fought.
Thiveron, you also stubbed your toe.
Owie.
I'm just commenting because you got 1 less stamina than you should have.
My toesy.
Your toesies. Right. So, essentially, this guy has hobbled up, blood trailing behind him as he's like, and he starts holding his hand up in front of him and starts like chanting something. Hang on a minute. We're gonna go back into initiative. Please roll.
Initiative. Whoa.
Oh, would you look
We
at
held
that?
it very bad.
Boy.
Most of us did very bad.
Is Aiden on adrenaline or something?
Well, I get to add my operator's edge plus my dexterity to initiative, so it's just gonna keep going up, baby. It's gonna be awesome.
Like as soon as like I pointed where this guy was, you just literally turned into Jason Statham.
Yep. That's me.
You're in the pool though, and currently prone, so you're gonna have to waste some movement getting up.
In this system, what does it take to stand up?
Move action.
Yeah, basically.
My
is it-
entire
it's
move
not an-
action.
It's not an entire move action. I believe it's 5 feet of your move action.
Oh, that's fine. So that means I have 45 feet to move.
Really?
Yep.
I'm gonna look that up because that's gonna change everything for my group too. I thought
Well,
it was just your
It
whole
doesn't
move.
make sense that it uses up your entire move action, isn't it? I swear.
Well,
it's saying that.
that's what I'm saying. Like that's what we've all been saying playing Starfinder. Like this doesn't make any sense. Why can you
Let
only
me
stand
look it up real
right?
quick. See if I can find it.
This is another thing that I'm hoping I'm wrong about.
Standing up.
Oh, is a move action? That makes no sense.
What?
Yeah, I was
really?
gonna say I was pretty sure that was your full movement action because it's how it is in first edition Pathfinder too.
Oh, that's so dumb. I get extra movement, which means it's even
wait a minute,
shittier.
What is it like in second edition?
Second edition is just one of your 3 actions. Remember your 3 actions, and you just do whatever you want for those 3 actions.
I'm gonna say it takes up 5 feet because an entire move action to stand up, unless it's
I feel like
extreme
half the movement or
circumstances.
something, because like 5 feet even seems like too forgiving.
All right,
Half?
half. I would go for half because
Does
then
half
you
sound
still
fair?
get your stuff. Yeah, half sounds fair. Basically, round it down to the 5. So 15 for you.
No, I
Since you
can move 40.
half of 5. Oh, then 20. Yeah, that sounds fair. Half, because taking up an entire move action to stand up is silly.
5 feet just seems too much because like if it was 5 feet, he could stand up and still walk farther than me.
Yeah.
Well, here's
Yeah.
here's what you
Prone,
do.
go
You
for
can do
plans.
though. If you're prone, you can stand up for a move action. You can trade your standard action for a second move action. See, that is in the rules. I still think it's pretty limiting, but that.
Up to you,
Yeah, I'm
Ash,
just gonna
whatever
say
you
half.
decide, it's your game.
I'm just gonna say homebrew half. There.
I am okay
Okay.
with this house rule, personally.
Yeah.
Yes.
No.
Because I
Basically,
don't want-
fifth edition rules.
Yeah, I don't want you guys to completely be decimated if someone manages to just trip you over.
I
Or
was
the
gonna
enemy.
say, Ash, if it's gonna take up an entire move action, like, be prepared because 90% of my combat is gonna be tripping up opponents.
Yeah, like it's silly. That would break it. So half. There you go.
Okay, half seems like a good point. So 20 feet I've got. 5, 10, 15, 20. And...
I'll probably write more about it. Sort of like if you want to stand up using your full action, then you can basically do it without opportunity attacks. Stuff like that.
I'm gonna take a second move action. So since I'm out of that, I'm just gonna bolt for another 40. So that's 10, 20, 30, 40, and I'm gonna be right behind him as I'm rushing behind him. I'm not done with you, boy. And that's
Right.
my turn.
Awesome. And next is him. And he is going to move forward.
Nope.
So you make an opportunity attack.
Yeah.
Remember, you can't use a trick attack.
Yeah. I'm just using a normal. Since I didn't pull any weapons, I'm just using my normal CQC. Like, as he's trying to move away, I just come in with a spinning kick to the back of the head. Bam!
Oh yeah, sorry, I totally forgot the little icon that shows you how damaged he is. With that, he is extremely not looking good, but he still seems happy. Disturbingly so. You have done well, but now it's time. Pain Engine, come to me and defend your master. And as he does, this thing claws its way out of the ground with a mechanical screech
Is this building block line of sight? Can we not see
That does. That
Okay.
blocks line of sight, but it is an. You can go above and basically have.
this? Okay.
Yeah. Because this isn't a building; it's like a pavilion. You know, like
okay.
a.
Yeah, it's like a raised platform with outdoor dining.
Yes.
Okay, gotcha.
Alright, since he summoned that for his turn, he's basically gonna. Yeah, he can use only one more bit of action. He's fucked up. He can only move there. He's like resting against the thing. Like, Prava, your turn.
Yeah.
Oh, by the way, actually, Aiden, you're the only one who can see it, can't you?
Yeah,
See
that's what I'm
what?
saying.
Could you roll me? What is fear again? I believe it's willpower.
30 and then second move action. Okay.
Yeah,
I'm
roll me
gonna
willpower,
use
please.
Willpower.
My whole
okay.
turn to do 2 moves to here.
Luckily, I'm pretty decent at willpower. Bam!
Ooh.
Oh shit, what?
You are. 1 second.
Wait, don't I have something for this? Give me a sec. Oh no, shit, I get it next level. Fuck!
Oh, hang on. Apparently that website is not good. Apparently, weird. Right. Where is it? No, that is definitely not. You're not that scared. There you go. You are. Yes, you are currently shaken. The creature before you is a. 1 second, I even enhanced so you can see.
Oh yeah, that's
It's an
a cool thing.
amalgamation of flesh, metal, and spikes. It screeches like that of pain.
The pain!
Tongue like a spear. Is that like a metal spike for its?
Yeah, it's coming out of its mouth.
I have a feeling Ataika would have an intense appreciation for this being.
Oh, definitely. And the shaking condition is -2 to ability checks, attack rolls, saving throws, and skill checks.
That's fine.
But not damage attack rolls.
Nice.
And Prava, you have moved there? Is that all you
Yeah, I
can do?
spent my whole turn. I used both my actions to run up here, and I look down at this thing, and I very briefly consider running away.
You may also roll a willpower check the first time you see it.
Am I good at those? Not kinda.
You are also shaken.
Great.
Thiveron, it's your turn.
Okay. I'm going to use a full action to also move up there.
Question. So with my movement, it's like 25 feet here, but I have a climb speed. So would that be like 30 feet to like clamber up here and kind of crouch behind this like low wall here?
That would be 10 feet up.
Okay, so I can't do that.
Yeah, you can. You can go up here.
Oh, but I guess I don't know what the overlap is of that, because if I go here and climb up 10 feet, does that put me here?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah, then I'll do that.
Since
basically-
it's squares, it's hard to judge.
Yeah, I'm basically like, I just clamber, like I hop over the river here and I clamber up the wall. I'm going to slide down. I assume I have to make the save.
Safe. Do you see it from there?
I think I do. I'm high up, right? Nothing's big. Like, I think I have to see it from there.
I would say you're a bit too far away to be affected by its sight.
Like,
Unless
do
you
I-
have something enhancing your sight.
So I don't even. So I do. I only.
Wait, you have
so I
dark
still
vision?
only- I think I have. Let me double check. I think I have dark vision. Oh yeah, I do with my infrared goggles.
If it's just infrared-esque goggles, then I would say no. You're too far away to be influenced by it. It's just basically an amalgamation of flesh and metal from what you're seeing. It's like, oh, it's not that scary. I wonder why everybody's like, holy shit, what the fuck is that?
I'm actually going to be a bit dirty, and I'm going to aim at the prick over here with my crossbolter.
Oh no.
Oh no. Well, I guess we do want that guy alive, don't we? We can.
I don't want him around the world. He looks like he's running. No.
Yeah.
Don't worry about it, I got him.
Okay. I'll just take a shot at the big guy with my cross-bolter. Sorry, I'm me brain bad. I don't have exocortex targeting, however. But no! It's not a full attack. Yikes.
As you fire, the bolt ricochets off one of the armored plates that cover this thing's body.
I'll stay low as I can, but that'll be it for my turn.
Okay.
Right. So Ash, considering how big this thing is it safe to assume that I can slide beneath its legs and, you know, get on the other side of it?
Well, if you just want to, like, move around it,
Well,
like,
yeah,
I would say thematically you could.
Yes, that's what I wanted to hear. So yeah, thematically,
Like,
what I do
technically-
is 5, 10, 15, but it's gonna get an attack of opportunity because I want to move over here. But thematically, I basically charge towards it and I slide underneath its feet and come out the other side.
Ideally, if you want to avoid any attacks, you would have to basically step out and then go around.
But
And
it
then
would
up
still
here.
get an attack of opportunity.
Yeah, but it's going through threatened squares, so if you go around, that's 1 threatened square, 2 threatened square, 3 threatened square. So it's gonna get. Oh, actually, no,
No.
it can only attack.
It only
opportunity
gets once, so
Oh yeah, sorry, I do apologize. That was my misunderstanding. I was about to murder you.
don't
If
do
I was
that.
about to murder you,
4 times.
total different pretense.
Don't fucking just murder me.
I'm sorry. 1
I
second.
don't want to just die.
It's gonna claw at you. 16
that,
hits.
Wait, is that EAC or KAC?
KAC.
Oh, it misses.
So essentially, as you dive under it, it brings up one of its claws, smashes it down just as you slide under it.
Now, Ash, I know you're a Yakuza fan. Do you remember that scene in the bathroom where Kiryu decides, you know what, I'm gonna drop this motherfucker out the window and then climbs back because he barely threw himself as well out the fucking building, right? This is
Yes,
not like
I
that
do.
scene because I'm about to fucking drop kick this motherfucker full force into the water and I'm going down there with him.
Okay, make an attack.
So you said I'm shaken, so
That
that's 22. That hits? In that
So
case,
essentially, you're attempting a bull rush maneuver.
yeah, I'm basically drop kicking him into the water and I'm going fucking with him.
Okay, that's. Oh god. Let me see. Choose opponent you reach. Plus. So it's +8 to do a maneuver like that. Let me see. Oh. Yes. Right, so you drop kick him.
What he sees is me just angrily rushing at him up the stairs as his creature failed to clip me at my back, because I learned from my last experience with giant creatures, and Aiden nimbly just dodges, and then he goes, "Urya!" and I just jump at him and plant both my feet in his face full force, and we go over the railing.
Right. So 1 second. So, oh yeah, this is part of your trick attack thing anyway. I didn't
Yeah.
even need a check for bull rush, did I? No.
Yeah, no. This
Because
is
your
part of
one of
my
your trick
trick
attack does
yeah.
this. Yeah. So yeah, you do. As part of your trick attack, yes, you can knock him over the edge, and you just go with him, do you?
Yeah. Now, here's the thing where I'm not sure, like, do I actually deal damage or do I just do the maneuver? I'm not sure how that works.
You can deal damage. I mean, it's part of your trick attack, isn't it? And trick attack does allow
Well,
you
yeah,
to do
but
damage.
I think we agreed that if I do tricks like that, maybe my damage gets hampered or something, otherwise it'd be a bit too strong.
Oh, no, I said you can use your normal damage, but you can't use your
Trick attack bonus, so
damage on
basically just normal damage. Okay, so I'm just gonna roll for my CQC damage. So that's 6 damage as I drop kick him into the water and I go after him.
Hang on, I gotta check. Right, I'm gonna add a little extra thing. Basically, he's on like 1 HP, dude. Like, you guys fucked him up in the thing.
Like, as
and
we
he
land in
crashed
the
through a
water,
thing.
I immediately, like, as he's on the ground, I begin struggling to try and restrain him. And that's my turn.
Mhm. Amazing. Right, so essentially, since you haven't actually restrained him, he can attack. I have to check my session plans a second.
If he's shooting or using a spell, he has disadvantage because we're in melee.
Nope. On his hand, he seems to have some sort of claw device.
Oof! Okay, that hurts. That definitely hurts.
I have to,
So that's a crit, right? Fuck me. How much is that?
let me see. It's just double the damage, so I'll just roll d4. d4. Only 5, but this is the real thing about this. Since he critted, could you roll me a fortitude save?
Sure thing. Give me a sec. By the way, against what is it? Because I get bonuses versus certain things from my toughness.
Oh, look how.
Oh, that's a poison. That's what you're doing.
Yeah, sorry.
Okay.
It wasn't a condition.
Yeah,
it was a
sadly I
poison.
don't have immune to poison yet. That is something I'm waiting to use a feat on.
You're gonna need it because my IRL group, I killed half my party with a poison unintentionally. So
Right, so you can catch both of you. Roll me a reflex save, both Prava and Thiveron.
poisons in this system are pretty dangerous.
Which honestly I'm not used to because in no other system poisons are useless.
Like I said, it killed half my party in 3 turns flat. Oh, reflex, not will. Sorry, ignore that. I was like, that's awfully high for my worst save. Oh, wait.
Oh boy.
Yep, that's more like it.
Okay, so both of you are hit for... $10 damage. Ooh, low rolls. That's a shame. So essentially, he opens his mouth, and that spear suddenly ignites in flame before suddenly it spurts out a torrent of flame over the railing and towards you. Just. And
Owie.
since it can't exactly, no, it can't fit there. It can't physically fit. Oh fuck! It is, however, going to
Calculated.
decide.
It's all part of the plan.
It can squeeze at half movement in some negatives to fit into a space that's 1 lower than it.
Maybe, but it's more focused on you guys since it can't physically get through there.
Right.
It's going to turn around and go, no, and it's going to climb up here. Bravo, if you got a melee weapon, you can't take an attack of opportunity as it claws its way over the glass.
I mean, I guess I have the dagger. I never made a thing for it though, or like the attacks for the.
That's true. You're not even using the Dark Star moat. Oh wow, it's a storm outside. Anyway, Bravo, it's your turn.
Prava was just hit by a fire attack, and he's never been in a solar attunement this long before, so he's kind of manic. He's like, "Ah, you call that fire? Let me show you fire!" And he's gonna walk over here to get out of range of my good friend Thiveron.
Hey, Thiveron smiles very bigly as he sees Prava like embracing his power.
You are going through its attack, so I'm
But
gonna
I'm
have
not
to.
leaving it. I thought you had to like leave the creature's range for it to apply it.
No, it's through at a threatened square.
Oh,
Yeah, in this
um,
system, it's a bit more punishing to move around opponents.
I'm still gonna do that because I don't want to do 19 damage to my good friend Thiveron.
Does that hit your Casey?
KAC, almost definitely. Let me check real quick.
I mean, he's got a thick shell, he should be fine.
Yep.
Oh,
What do I take?
9 damage.
All right. Well, I take 9. He takes 9. I can see it's a reflex save, but 15 DC.
It has to make a reflex save? Oh no.
yeah, I don't think it's very nimble.
Yeah, it super fails that.
Let me see. Yeah, it fails. It's a big thing. It doesn't do speed.
And that also ends Prava's Photon Attunement when he uses that. So after he uses that, he's not feeling so manic before, and he just looks up at the creature and gulps. And that's the end of my turn.
Jesus Christ, look at that fire damage. That is much better than his attack, that's for sure. So
Did the fire seem to do a number on this guy?
he did seem to take like some that you can see flesh, cooking flesh is boiling, the metal is heated up. You can. He did not seem to like that sort of damage, that's for sure.
Okay.
Thiveron, your turn.
What would it take to identify this thing?
1 moment, let me just check.
Are we? Are we gonna find a way to tap Ataika in to what's going on here?
I believe you will be done soon, to be honest.
Okay.
If you keep it up, of course. Mysticism.
Let's see. Yeah, I'm gonna take a mysticism check to see if I know what this thing is. Hiya! 20.
Okay then. I will describe. 1 moment. He's going to expand. This thing is known as a pain engine. One of the followers of the Lord of Midnight basically has sacrificed himself to be put in a steel mechanical body of unending torture as a weapon for their dark god.
Same, dude.
They are highly resistant to pain and physical trauma.
The pain!
Magic and the such seem to be the ways that these things are most affected.
Knowing that, I'm going to use my third and nearly final first level spell slot to give it a headache. A bad one. Hiya!
Let me see. Will
It's kind of
save for her.
That was kind of a poopy roll for damage, but
It makes so it takes 5 damage.
Stop!
I mean,
The pain is
that's
good.
average damage. 2d10, you got 10. It's literally exactly average.
If it makes you feel better.
Well, speaking statistically, you never roll average. You either roll above or below.
Sure, but
So I got the least likely, which was average.
Right then. You done for your turn?
Can I still move?
Yes. Yeah, you can. Of course.
Never.
So I still have my spear drawn. He wants to save his little bug friend, so pointing his spear at the creature, he's just gonna say, "You will not harm my friends," and point his spear at it.
Attacker's in the back, like, yeah, boy.
Go! Yeah! Kick his ass!
So I usually do that. That's sick.
You see that I raised that boy?
Kuzon, it's your turn.
I question. So if is it a move action or what kind of action is to switch weapons?
You can interact with one weapon as part of your move action. If you want to interact a second time, that's gonna be an action.
You can draw a weapon as part of a move action. It doesn't. Sheathing it is still a move action.
Yeah, but can't you just drop one on the floor?
Unless
you
you
can
have
as a
quick
free
draw
action
or
drop a
quick draw
weapon.
sheath.
Okay.
Or you
That's
can,
true.
Yeah, the only
Yeah.
way to get it out of your hands for free is to drop it.
Yeah, you can just drop whatever
Yeah.
you're holding.
So I guess my question, because I guess I have to choose between exocortex targeting or switching weapon. That's what it sounds like. Okay.
Yes.
Yeah, I'll drop my crossbow on the ground and pull out my azimuth rifle. And pew pew pew. I'll go for a full attack on this boy.
Full attacks.
Brother.
Oh, a second 6.
Well, at least I hit him.
As you open fire, you can see the laser start like digging into the burnt flesh it already has. Oh, and overhead you can hear what sounds like drones starting to appear, flashing lights above you, and suddenly you see something rather big falling down to the ground before poof. Ataika is dropped near the light. Will you roll?
Brother incoming.
Will you roll initiative?
Oh shit, okay.
That's hilarious.
Quickly,
I'm
patooing
so
his face.
confused.
Oh wait,
Let's
that's
do
another
it.
game.
I'm so proud of him.
And beside him, you can also see another person drop down on the rope.
So that's like station security, is that what you're saying? It's very secure.
Yes, but weirdly enough, there always seems to be one of him.
Well, and where's our stolen vehicle, just so I know? Where's that?
Oh, just down the road.
Down the dirt path.
Yeah, I mean, Aiden. Sorry, your name is on.
Yeah, why is my name
It's
there?
Aiden.
What's up with that? I can't
There are
change
two
it.
Ataikas. What?
Are there?
There's one up top and there's one
Right.
next to the
Under other circumstances, yeah, there's two Ataikas for
Okay.
some reason. There's another Ataika here in the bush. Hidden Ataika.
Oh no.
Ataika Model 2.0.
So under
Hang on,
normal
actually-
circumstances, I try to intimidate this fuck into getting rid of whatever the fuck this is, but something tells me that's not gonna work against this fanatic, so I'm just gonna knock the shit out of him. Yeah, I'm gonna try and knock him out. So I don't get my +4 because he poisoned me, which gives me a -4, so that's 29. Does that hit?
And you also got a minus. I believe it's 2 to fight in water. I'm gonna say.
Okay.
It may be like it's gonna say -2, but yeah, still you still beat his thing. Don't worry.
Yeah, I was gonna say it's probably not gonna matter anyway. So that's 4, and you said actually I'm not gonna roll extra damage. You said he's at 1 health, right? I don't need to roll extra.
Depends how bad you want to beat him up.
Okay, you know what? I'm rolling. Never mind. So 5 damage total.
Flick.
So basically,
Now,
as
is that a non-lethal strike?
yeah, that's a non-lethal. So as Aiden starts picking himself up from the water, he starts coughing from the poison, and as that guy's getting ready to hit me again, Aiden just basically sweeps the leg, gets him into the water, and then uses his elbow to knee him, to hit him right in the nose, breaking his fucking nose.
You can just see him drop down in the water, dead man throwing just.
Right.
And at the moment he does, you can hear this machine scream out. And given the mysticism you rolled before, Thiveron, you know that it's now without a controller, and it will probably fade back into the, well, wherever it came from. But it's probably going to be in a rage for at least a turn or two before it does.
Right.
Thiveron now takes a gulp.
Ataika.
No, I'm not done.
Oh, you're not done? Carry
I
on.
literally just used
Sorry.
an action. That's not my turn by far. Come on, man. Don't
Oh, I
do
thought you were
like
going to stay in the water.
No. I'm gonna use some of my movement to get up, and can I put this unconscious bastard as a item interaction on my shoulder so he doesn't drown?
I say you can't pick him up, but you can probably hold on to him as you drag him to the edge.
Yeah, I'm gonna drag him
'Cause you
to
can
the
see-
edge so he doesn't fucking drown.
Yeah, you can feel it being pulled this way. So he's like...
Yeah, I'm just gonna drag him out here so he doesn't, you know, fucking die now.
Yeah, just put him on the bank.
And I'm just gonna start coughing up as I'm on the shore. Like, I can feel my body's not feeling right. And that's my...
Oh yeah, your body's been almost eaten. It's excruciating pain. In fact, due to the pain, I need you to make another fortitude save.
Right. 16! But that's a -4, isn't it?
You are now... One moment. Right. You take 7 damage, and the weakness continues.
Gotcha.
Now it's Ataika's turn.
Okay. Ataika's just kind of like blinking into awareness, realizing what's going on. It takes a couple steps up these stairs here, and just does like he clears his throat, trying to get the attention of this butt smotherer over here. But you know, he doesn't have a throat, so he tries. He's like, and then he just shoots him with a gun.
Shoot him.
Full attack.
Do it.
Piss ass.
Hmm.
I don't think you can full attack since you moved.
Oh, yeah, you
fuck
did.
it. So
Yeah.
just pay no attention to the second attack.
Which means that the
So
first one
it's
is not...
actually a 14.
Yeah, it's a 14, but I'm not sure that's even gonna hit, so...
I probably won't. Probably won't hit.
Let me see. Yes, sadly, it did not hit.
Would have been good
Ataika's
damage,
just kinda
man.
like
However, you are peppering it with your weapon, just...
Ataika just kind of like lowers his gun and says, "Lackluster performance."
That was your
And-
warning
and-
shot, you will not get another.
And I assume I can, move and attack and then use the rest of my movement if I want to, right?
If you desire, yes.
I'm gonna
I don't
like,
think
walk
that-
right into it.
I don't think the system allows for that freedom, that's a 5e thing.
Yeah.
That's big
it?
dumb.
No, that's a shame.
Yeah, sadly,
Oh,
it's done like that.
Okay, so you have to stay there. But now it's this
Yeah,
creature's
move
turn. Thiveron, you challenged it. It does not like you.
Oh, I know.
And it is currently raging, so it gets bonuses.
Excuse me.
But its bonuses probably didn't help it. Hang on a minute, now I gotta decrease it by as it does a second attack. Oh wow! Did it even hit you?
No.
So essentially, it just swipes, ducks, goes another one down, dodge backwards into the chair, just as it completely misses you.
So I like to think that Thiveron, like totally blind, is just standing there, like because he can't see where the attacks are coming from. So he's just standing there as the claws just wildly swipe around him. You see like his hair flowing in the breeze.
Wow. Prava.
Prava briefly considers taking a picture of Thiveron's floating hair. Instead, he takes a 5-foot guarded step to get a little bit away from this creature, and he pops off an ice blast at it.
Oh yeah, guard steps are a thing. I should look into that.
Yeah, there's lots of maneuvers you can do, dude. I've been using the different maneuvers and stuff lately. Sadly, your weapon did not manage to pierce its flesh. Oh, now it's cop guy. Okay, cop guy.
I don't think giant fucking Tyrannosauruses are under his jurisdiction.
Yeah, he's like, what the?
How come Ataika didn't have to make a will save when he saw this?
Oh, sorry, that's because I forgot. Ataika, make a will save.
He's a machine. What is he afraid of?
He has a soul.
My will is eternal. Okay, give me a sec. Oh, there it is. Okay.
Okay, he's shaken too. Great.
Oh.
And you're definitely shaken. You're a bit more scared than usual. You're like, what the hell is this thing?
That thing is spooky.
Essentially, it's a combination of flesh and machine. It's an abomination to everything you are. You would dare even say it's almost gene manipulation.
It's almost heresy. No, it's
Yeah,
definitely heresy.
I just like the idea, just like from like everybody else's perspective. He like walked up, like shoot, and then pause, and he goes, "Oh, that's scary."
Oh no, me no likey that.
I already just know. Actually, that's quite in character for Ataika. Shoot first, then take a look. This guy's just peppering this thing with its machine gun. Just.
Dude, what I imagine is everybody's taking pot shots at this, then Ataika comes, takes a few pot shots, and then looks around and is like, so what are we shooting at?
Essentially, Thiveron, it's your turn.
Alright, so I am going to fight defensively and roll a single attack here.
I'm going to use my move action to engage Exocortex. I am then going to point my gun at him and go shooty bang bang. I'll do the full blast with the azimuth here.
I am going to call him a butthead.
Whoa!
Whoa!
Damn!
So essentially, all you saw in this dark corner, just Kuzon's eyes light up as suddenly this hail of fire just starts pounding into this creature.
Dude,
Oh my.
I just want to imagine that, like, just like I engage my exocortex and it's like weak point, blam blam, and like my arm, you kind of like notice that my main arm, like my arm that's holding and aiming it, just like moves in a very like robotic manner, just.
Not
That
bad.
was awesome.
And that's all I got. Is my
Aiden.
position giving me partial cover against this thing?
I would say yes.
Well, from what Aiden has gathered so far, this guy used something to call this thing here, and it's still here. And from what he can gather from the pain in his body, he definitely was inflicted by something. So I'm gonna start going through this guy's pockets and look for some kind of anti-venom or antitoxin, or if not, look for some kind of device that might be controlling this giant creature. Either or.
Perception, please.
Perception it is, and I'm gonna assume it's up to -4, so this is gonna hurt. Oh, perception's not my strong suit. At least not yet. So that's a 12.
As you search for this guy's pockets, your vision is blurry. You can hardly focus. And you're gonna have to roll me another fortitude save.
On it. Oh boy. How much?
1 second.
I'm definitely
What?
taking the feat to make me immune to this shit.
Or you could carry antitoxin or
Yeah, that works
medical
too.
kits.
Speaking of which, I wonder if I could have used my mercs. I have a resolve point. Bring me antitoxin. Blah!
Is that your turn? Do you
Yeah,
wish
that's
to
my
move?
turn. No, I'm gonna use my move action as well if I can interact and keep looking through his pockets.
So essentially, you want a full action look.
Yeah, full
I'll
action
allow
look.
that. Essentially, it's like a full action attack. So you may check again.
Okay, I'm gonna check again. I don't know if I can roll any better than that, but fuck it. Oh shit, okay, 20.
As you're searching, you keep searching, and essentially, as you're searching, you take off his gloves, searching, and you find this needle, like an air injector.
Does it have something inside?
It has something inside.
Can I tell what it is? I'm assuming no.
Do you want to wait for another turn to study it?
Yeah.
Do you need a lab or?
I think I'm not gonna inject myself with random shit this guy's carrying. I'm just gonna recover it for now.
Alright, I'm just gonna say that, yeah, maybe injecting yourself, you're probably not gonna be able to study it properly. Anyway, Ataika, take your turn.
Like, even if it's not the antivenom, maybe it's the thing that he injected me with, so somebody will be able to figure out what the fuck's inflicting pain on me right now.
Ataika?
Forgot I was muted. I was talking. Don't worry. Oops. Okay,
Oops.
so this time I know not to move before I full Rambo. And then I'd make the shoot.
You make the shoot.
Blaster.
Shoot. Oh,
One of them hits, and that's fine. Wait, I don't know if one of them hits. That's a fucking
You are shaken, so it's -2, so it's 14, so you do not hit.
piss in my eyes. Okay.
And I believe that's your
By the
turn.
way, if you click on your character sheet and go to conditions, you can click the shaking condition and it'll automatically apply all the...
Oh, that's
Okay,
nice.
perfect. That'll.
So
make
I
it
hope you haven't been manually taking my negatives, because I already activated that in the...
That was your second round of warning shots. You won't get a third.
Right, Thiveron, it's moving
Strike 3
forward.
is the final one.
You may make an attack of opportunity if you desire with your spear.
I am going to. Since I attacked defensively, am I still fighting defensively with this attack? Because,
Yes, I believe
okay.
so, because it's not your
Until
turn.
your next turn, I think, right?
Yeah, let me double check. Yeah.
What's this?
Yeah. One day.
Oh yeah, maybe. Oh, there we go. And you're not
13?
getting shaken.
It's at a -4 because I'm fighting defensively, so 13.
Yeah. So basically, it reflects off of the thing a moment. So it's just.
I think I got him.
You got something, alright.
Let me see what he's gonna do. Perfect. Ah, look who's all in the lovely, lovely corner. Would you
Fireball.
roll me reflex saves, and I'll roll one for
I'm so glad I got into Graviton attunement, but no idea.
Cobb is going to get hurt.
Officer, quickly arrest him!
Did you say reflex?
Yes.
Ah, that's my bad one.
We don't consent to this spell, just to let you know.
And that's I have shaken selected, so I think I get.
Yeah,
I
15.
think it's already reduced.
This
No,
fire
it's already
seems-
reduced.
This fire is red, almost as if it's mixed with blood in its rage. And Ataika did, Prava didn't, so Ataika, you take half damage of this. Prava, you take 16, and so does the cop, and he did not like that.
So 2 and 14 makes 13.
However, I gotta make a fortitude save for the creature a second. See if it can stay around. Okay, so as it does this action, you can see it start crumbling into the ground, almost as it's been packed away and dragged back. The glass under it creaks and buckles down as it's dragged under and then dragged onto the earth below the glass floor before the glass floor and the earth reform back perfect once more.